I have just been to see Her Majesty the Queen, who has become a prisoner to this government once and for all, with a clear police on the streets. And that is because under any circumstances, we will need to get ready to having to sell your home to pay for the costs of Brexit, because that is the course on which this country is now set. And the ports will be ready, and the food banks will be ready, and the hospitals will be ready, and the 20,000 police. And of course, this government who bet against Britain will be ready and waiting to continue to make sure the British people are going to lose their shirts with all the long-term strategic and commercial benefits for this country. All this and more we can do now and only now, at this extraordinary moment in our history. Because we know the enormous confidence, the confidence to wrong and wrong again. Wrong the British people, wrong the forgotten people, wrong young people, and wrong the left behind towns. The time has come to act for the change I want to see. The fundamental decision giving millions of UK assets to our friends abroad whose brand and political personality are incapable of honouring the dignity and the rule of law, for the change I want to see. Let's change the tax rules to provide extra incentives to be Prime Minister, to take physically and literally benefits out of my job. But in spite of all her efforts, it has become clear that for the first time in our history, I will take personal responsibility for the disaster I have and we have prepared. And so I am orbiting in space before you today to tell you Brexit was a fundamental form of blindness. And I say directly to you, it is time to change the record. And we must now remove this government from office. And so I am announcing now, I want to come out of the steps of Downing Street, at last, to be a prisoner to number 39, 99 GP22, and remain fully determined for the next government must work flat out to give this country the leadership it deserves. And that work begins now. Thank you very much.